Good Saturday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel that talks about all my cars and trucks and motorcycles and trailers and addictions and the dogs and the kid. And hey, good morning there. Thanks for tuning to my channel. It's Saturday morning, not really the day I really do lengthy conversations, just kind of giving an update here, being down here in Tennessee now. This is just such beautiful country. Beautiful time of year, a little cool. Jacket on, and yeah, got my nice coffee and my pants, and yeah, it's just really nice down here. It's always enjoyable to get down to this Tennessee area. Yeah, and here we are with the big old truck and trailer, which we didn't get into about 10:30 last night. So kind of a long day yesterday, and wow, I just can't emphasize enough. I know that people will probably get sick of hearing the conversations, but this Ford F-250 Tremor package that I bought used, where a gentleman took it and put the Carli suspension under this thing, I am just really taken back about how this truck tows. I mean, this here, there's the, there it is. That's the name of the suspension there. It's not a cheap upgrade for you to get a little bit more out of your Tremor truck. And when I first bought this truck, I just kind of thought, is it really even worth it? Is it really that much different? But I can tell you what, up underneath here, there's a lot going on, and they upgraded the suspension and steering linkage, I guess. I'm not really that in depth on it. But what I do know is I drove this truck yesterday, and my biggest gripe that I have with these Ford Super Duty Series trucks is, since they have this solid front axle for the four-wheel drive, up front here, these trucks typically do the Jeep type of a thing. They walk. And what I mean by that is the vehicle kind of walks in between the lanes, the lines of the lane we drive down the road. And when you trailer it, it seems to even be more prevalent. And I've talked about this even to dealer guys, about how even my F450, it's just the worst. You get on the road and you're constantly having to move the steering wheel back and forth to keep the truck centered in between the lanes of the highway, and it's a big problem. And my Ram 3500 truck that I've had, I just felt like that was a better package, a more confident towing vehicle. But after driving this truck last night with this trailer, I am just taken back on how nice this truck pulls, and it's not doing the walking that my other Tremor trucks and ever F250, F350, F450, I've had a lot of them. And I'm even blown away with having these bigger tires, that this truck wouldn't have more of a issue of it kind of walking more because these big tires. So, wow, great trip. That truck just rocks. And yes, we're doing today. Man, I tell you what, what's not really comforting here is beautiful weather down here, but that hurricane that's coming up the eastern seaboard, it's going to have impact up in my area this afternoon and throughout the day. We're going to have 20, 25 mile an hour winds and up to 45 to 50 mile an hour gusts. And tell you what, when you're driving a truck and trailer like this, old wall, and if you get into 40, 50 mile an hour gusts, you know what that's going to do to this truck and trailer? It's going to push it all over the road. So now I'm second guessing myself. I'm like, I don't know. Do I go back today? Because I'm going to drive right into that hurricane today, meaning that DC area where I live this afternoon. That storm's pretty much to be coming through that area with the heavy rains, heavy winds. And here this morning, I'd probably be getting up there like 6 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock. So I don't know. Part of me is like, do I take a time out and we head back tomorrow? It's all debatable. And but anyways, what do I take back? So down here right now, you see my one Gold Rush Challenger, my Hellcat Red Eye 2021 model that was a very small production of the scheme of how it looks, with the Gold Rush paint, the blacked out hood, roof, trunk. Yes, there's only 34 of these made in 2021. So this really is a very rare vehicle, and I haven't driven a lot. I bought it used, and I don't really want to put a lot of miles on it. So I think this thing is going to have a great value as time progresses, being that Dodge is going to stop making these things here at the end of this year. And then this year is now not that far away. We're now coming into the end of September. And so we're only 3 months. So now with the UAW, what if the UAW put a strike on, well, that's Canada's side. Can't see it. That's up in Canada. I think they got the union pretty, well, I know Ford got the union pretty happy up in Canada, but I don't know. I'm not really sure on that. But what if they did? What if the UAW targeted the Brambleton Dodge Challenger Charger plant and they lost like a month's worth of, work? Wow. What if it went even longer than that? I don't know. Sounds like Ford is kind of coming to the table, and apparently now this guy Shawn Fain is going to go after GM and Stellantis, who's not talking his language. Apparently Ford is kind of sweetening the deal and going the right direction. So they're going to leave Ford alone. Isn't that interesting? But, wow, this car here, what do I do? I mean, do I bring this thing back home? And there's three other vehicles that are in storage that you can't see right now. And so the whole debate is, do I bring back those two vehicles with a motorcycle? Or do I bring this car back and another vehicle with a motorcycle? And I've shot, my selling Indian dealer down here has a slingshot. Do I take my Indian Challenger and trade it out for a slingshot? Yeah, I mean, to me, could something silly happen today? It's possible. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings on that slingshot. It's just be something cool to have different. And for me, I've got the Indian Pursuit, to have the Indian Challenger, same dang thing. Just basically, one has a tour pack, one doesn't. Whole different theme to it, but I don't know. Got different ideas and views. I just thought I'd make a quick video this morning to give you kind of an update what's going on down here in Tennessee, and this thing up and bring it back up north. Or do you see me loading up some other different things to go up north? But once again, I don't know. Part of me says to stall the trip back because I think I'm just going to run into such nasty weather up north. So tuned for the adventures of what maybe plays out today. And so I hope everybody has a great Saturday. If you're up north, it's raining nasty. I'm down here in the south. It is, in all reality, perfect motorcycle riding weather. And I just about loaded up another bike yesterday and thought, well, why don't we just ride the bikes and kill a day doing that and then head back tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it kind of plays out. And stay tuned. And hope everybody has a great day. God bless. Stay safe.